Be mindful. You may never know who knows somebody, who can to somebody, who saw what you posted. Because you're going to have to stand on business. Rouse, big homie. First of all, you know it love. Second of all, I got to call a spade when it's a spade. You say you did it for free. Everybody do it for free, Rouse.
Nobody expected Rick Ross to just vanish mid-interview, but that's exactly what went down on the 85 South show 3 years ago. 1 minute, he's laughing with DC Young Fly, Carlos Miller, and Chico Bean. The next, he's ghost. No goodbye, no explanation, just an empty chair and confused faces. What started as an awkward moment has exploded into something much darker, with foam parties, NDAs, and connections that nobody saw coming. The tension started brewing the second Ross stood up. DC Young Fly watched him walk straight out that door, leaving everyone wondering what just happened.
He's the restaurant one time and I'm gonna take this jacket off. Bloody dang man, that door. Yeah, you can't. You can't take your foot off for nothing.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I'm talking about for life.
Ross tried playing it cool later, claiming he had other business to handle, but DC wasn't having it. In a recent interview, he straight up called that excuse pure fiction.
But you don't and we respect when shit to do, bro. Just tell us as soon as you come in, hey, little homies, I got an hour. We gonna try to get you in, man. We gonna try to get you in about 45 minutes so you can make it to your next destination. Don't pull up and like you doing us a favor and then just leave without saying. So just say something so we can know what's going on, gang. We ain't tripping. We'll put it back up. Your team, we called your team. We called the person who, and when you called when you was on the way, guess what they said? We don't know where he gone.
The respect for Ross's music might still be there, but that sudden exit left wounds that haven't healed. DC made it crystal clear. They had 200 people waiting backstage, and Ross knew exactly what he was doing when he bailed.
Yeah, I'm gonna say first of all, I don't give a
Yeah, I get it.
but I give a because
Try to make it.
with you as a person. Yeah. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay, let's just say before all that happened, right?
Yeah.
Let's just say before all that happened. Bro, I'm listening to you, Ross. I feel like you wanted to, hey, shut the up. I'm listening to you, Ross. Feel like you probably one of the best lyricists from the South that we got. You dig what I'm saying? Like, you poetic, bro. When I listen to your music, I think you put a lot of time and effort into this. Yeah.
But Ross didn't just leave it alone. He flipped the script completely, saying DC should be grateful he even showed up at all.
Look, bro, listen, man. I came to your podcast. I came for free, homie, no charge. I did it on face, homie. I didn't ask you what your analytics was and this and that. Came on face, homie, to show now. And don't make it like I walked up on you. I left early. Jose got some other things to do too. But guess what? Came to...
Then came the video where Ross started rambling, throwing shade while trying to justify himself.
And next time I come for free, at least have me some lemon pepper wing stop at that. You heard me? But I came for free. I ain't charged. You feel me? Don't talk about Jose got the business. I came to get... And what is the analytics? How the show doing anyway now? I'll come back on it and I'm gonna walk off that the next time and it's a bitch saying, Jose, what's up doing? Of course not.
He brought up how he did their show for free, no payment required, acting like he'd done them some massive favor.
Ross, big homie. First of all, you know it love. Second of all, I got to call a spade when it's a spade. You say you did it for free. Everybody do it for free, Ross. You ain't the only who's did it for free. T.I. do it for free. Mr. Ryan did it for free. Y'all did it for free. Everybody who sat on that couch do it for free.
The irony wasn't lost on anyone. Every major artist who sat on that couch did it for free too. T.I., Snoop, everybody came through without charging a dime. Ross wanted special treatment for doing what everyone else already did.
Now, that wasn't the biggest moment. Now, that's one of the viral moments, but who said episode 8 million? Our country ring, shit like 6, 7 million. Like, we do numbers, we do analytics. Our analytics, we was the biggest before you came, and we was the biggest afterwards. So you always got room to come back to be on the biggest podcast in the world, correct? You dig what I'm saying? But when you call a spade, you get hot.
That's when DC dropped the bomb that changed everything. A blurred clip from one of Ross's infamous foam parties at his Promised Land estate. This wasn't your average pool party footage. Through the haze of soap suds, you could make out figures in all white, moving through clouds so thick you couldn't see faces clearly. The timing was surgical. DC posted it right after Ross announced another pool party for August 2nd, boldly claiming DC would show up.
Come to the Ricky Rose estate, August 2nd for the pool party. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to DM my DC Young Fly, tell him come out there. You know what I'm saying? I'm sharing. It's going to be a vibe, August 2nd, hosted by DC Young Fly.
The message was clear. DC had receipts, and he wasn't afraid to use them. These weren't just random gatherings either. Guests had to sign NDAs before stepping foot on the property. Security collected phones at the door. The dress code was strict, all white, no exceptions. And that foam, it wasn't decoration. It created the perfect smokescreen for whatever was really happening behind those mansion walls. People started connecting dots to other infamous parties, the ones making headlines with federal investigations attached. Suddenly, Ross's connections to certain industry figures took on a whole new meaning.
Ladies and Ross will say good buttons, okay? They okay. For both Lady and Ross. And God, they all.
Then came the ghost from 2018 that nobody wanted to remember. Jonathan Oddie, the man who opened fire at Trump Doral, had been screaming about Ross and his associates for years. During police questioning, he went deep into allegations about being held as a slave, about rituals nobody wanted to believe were real. He dropped names, mentioned ceremonies, talked about infections and contracts that bound people in ways the public couldn't imagine. Back then, everyone laughed him off as another conspiracy theorist losing his mind.
The moment you leave our show, you went and did a podcast. You set your ass there for almost 2 hours.
And didn't leave.
And the folk asked your ass, was you a correctional officer?
Yeah.
We would have never asked you no that nigga. We got respect for you.
Right.
And you sat right there and you answered that question so eloquently,
Right.
quickly.
Yeah, right.
You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So Cassie Sean, basically they thought I wanted to do embarrassing. I had like $15 and I put you lost. Well, hit them in the okay. They made that's basically what it means, eliminate. Okay. They did satanic ritual, which is basically CIA mind programming technique. You should all family, kids, etc. And they bond that way. Okay, so they do
But here's what makes your skin crawl. During his BET Lifetime Achievement speech, Ross thanked certain individuals by name, live on television. Names that matched exactly what Jonathan had been warning about. Those old police interrogation videos started trending again, and this time, people weren't laughing. Every claim Jonathan made about NDAs, hidden recordings, and ceremonial gatherings was suddenly being echoed by completely unrelated sources. The pattern was becoming impossible to ignore.
Let's say my brother Hard Pierre, Kenny Masalis.
That's why they had cheap act, because when they kill them, you gain fame. When people, your record sales go up, and then people listen to your lyrics and everything, and then you become famous. Okay, that's how they do it, all right? Tupac's still alive. Yeah, he's in it. He's a killer. In it. Basically, what happened to Sparta? The hip-hop agenda is an agenda to this organized state.
DC took it even further during a tearful live session, admitting someone close had been secretly working against him. He didn't need to spell it out. The streets already knew what was up. He reminded everyone that social media might protect you from immediate consequences, but certain lines still exist. Some things still get you checked, whether you're hiding behind a screen or not. The old rules haven't changed, and DC made sure everybody remembered that.
Old law is still in effect. So, be mindful. You may never know who knows somebody, who can to somebody, who saw what you posted. Because you're going to have to stand on business. And somebody going to smack you in the mouth.
Well, you know that they woke up and understood. Yeah. Social media gave people the power to not get punched in the face.
You think you can say what you want to say, post it, and then be like, man, I really gonna see it. Then if we delete it, go back and like retype it, and then be like, man, hey man, when I grew up, anything sound better be able to stand on it. I grew up in an era where smacked in the mouth.
The legal machine kicked into overdrive immediately. Cease and desist letters started flying, all perfectly worded, all threatening action for defamatory content. But notice what they never addressed. Nobody denied the parties happened. Nobody disputed the NDAs. Nobody explained the foam or the dress codes or why phones had to disappear. They just wanted everything deleted, wanted the conversation stopped. Platforms started cracking down hard, demonetizing accounts, age-restricting content, flagging anything that even mentioned the situation. Old footage started resurfacing with new context. Videos of Ross and his associates covered in suds, washing cars together while making cryptic jokes about tips being good. What seemed like harmless fun in daylight suddenly looked different when you knew about the all-white parties happening after dark.
We wash your car for you. We wash your car. We wash your car with no shame in our hustle. Because when you goddamn getting into that wash, and you know that tip gonna be good, like if you see goddamn this culture. Y'all better start wearing this good reasons, man. Going on there. And then I just got it. Yeah, no. And I did. Hold on, let me see. You might have. I don't know. You need to spy. We just almost up the tire shot. Get that tire shot.
Fans started freeze-framing the blurred footage. DC dropped, spotting details that shouldn't have been there. A metallic bracelet with a rare emblem, figures who weren't on any guest list, movement patterns that suggested more than just a party. The most unsettling part came from DC's revelation about being inside the machine himself. There's documented footage of him at certain enterprises, pitching shows, making deals. He's seen how the sausage gets made, knows where the bodies are buried, metaphorically speaking. When he posted that foam party clip, insiders knew it wasn't random. It was calculated. A warning shot that said he had more where that came from. Word on the street suggests there's extended footage sitting in someone's vault right now. Not just a few blurred seconds, but clear shots showing exactly who was there, what they were doing, and why those NDAs were so important. The pressure to keep it buried is intense, but every day it doesn't surface. The speculation grows wilder. Ross keeps posting like nothing's wrong, promoting new music and pool parties, but the comment sections tell a different story. What started as an awkward walkout has peeled back layers nobody was ready to see. The foam parties weren't just parties. The NDAs weren't just paperwork. And that 3-minute appearance on the 85 South show? Maybe Ross knew exactly what questions were coming and decided to leave before they could be asked. DC Young Fly didn't just expose a party, he pulled back a curtain on something much bigger. Something that connects dots from 2018 warnings to present-day investigations. The question now isn't whether these parties happened or what went down behind that wall of foam. It's about who else has footage, who else signed those NDAs, and what they're willing to reveal when the pressure gets too heavy. Because if DC's blurred clip taught us anything, it's that somebody's always watching, somebody's always recording, and eventually somebody always talks. The soap might wash away, but the truth has a way of bubbling up to the surface. No matter